My guest today is Ambassador Venkatesan Consul General of India from San Francisco. Ambassador Ashok has held diplomatic assignments in Hong Kong, Malaysia, China, Austria, and Sri Lanka. He speaks Chinese, English, and several Indian languages, and he also has authored a book, Daswartha. Ambassador Ashok, welcome to the ST World Affairs.
Thank you very much.
Did I pronounce right? Is it Daswartha?
Dasavatara.
Dasavatara, okay. So I want to talk about India investment and business opportunity. Obviously, India has a great incentive. If foreign company wants to come down to India, you have large population speaking in English, low labor cost, skilled manpowers, and there are government incentives also. So tell us about if a foreign company wants to come down and do investment in India or start a business in India, what are your views?
Well, thank you for having me on this show. We naturally encourage foreign companies to come in to India. In terms of business, just to put a metric on it, approximately 300 million people in India have the purchasing power of people in America or in England or in Europe, Western Europe. And the balance of them are also highly aspirational. So you're talking of a potential market of over 1 billion people for products which a businessman here would like to sell. In terms of investment, the field is very wide. You have, of course, the traditional field of manufacturing, in which we want to go in a big way in Make in India. We have also undertaken a major expansion of infrastructure, our ports, our airports, power sector, the railways, the roads. All of these are issues which we are now tackling in a very big way. We have a very old railway, but we need to upgrade the infrastructure in a big way. We're putting in high-speed rail to begin with from Mumbai to Ahmedabad and then to other places. So all this is going to be a very large requirement of investment and a large possibility for companies from outside to participate in projects. I also include here defense manufacturing, in which we have recently liberalized investment, foreign direct investment up to 49%, and also the aviation sector, which is very vibrant, and some say that we will be buying about 1,000 planes between now and the next 10 years. So this is a very, very vibrant and growing area. And I think there's a great deal of possibilities. I haven't even touched on IT, telecom, and all those areas in which there's great potential.
And you just now mentioned about this Make in America. What is that?
Make in India.
Yeah, Make in India, sorry. Make in India.
So we would like to make in America also.
Yeah. Sorry about that. That's maybe the next show is on Trump. That's why I say that. So, what is Make in India initiative? It's initiated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Tell us about it.
Essentially, we have to grow at double-digit rates, or at least at high single-digit rates, if we are to translate the benefits of development to the poorest of our people. To do that, we need to have a great deal of manufacturing. We have something like 12 million people leaving schools and colleges every year who are looking for jobs. Unless we manage to skill these people and get them employed in manufacturing industry, we are not going to be able to contain the social problems that will be there with unemployment. We are also not going to be able to grow at the rate we need to in order to ensure development. Make in India is essentially born out of this idea of necessity of having to get all these people from the schools and colleges onto the job market, into employment. And in the process of doing so, we know that, for example, if you have foreign companies investing in India, they're going to demand highly skilled labor and very competent labor. So we know that in many cases, the person entering the employment may not suitably match up to that skill, which is why Skill India is an attachment to Make in India, where we are trying to link up with universities all over the world, but also very much so in the United States, to skill our population, to train them for the kind of jobs which the more and more sophisticated industries today require. And then we are also, another aspect of Make in India is also Digital India. We want to empower the poorer people, the lower strata of society. We want to make sure that corruption is eliminated or at least reduced severely. And we want to make sure that digital payments become the norm. This is going to see a paradigm shift in terms of the quality of life, because people at the lowest strata have been accustomed to seeing benefits coming to them being sucked away at intermediary levels and reaching only as a fraction of what originally was intended. We hope to address this through the digital age, and this is other things are coming along with this. For example, we want to invest them with the capacity to have digital storage, which is the DigiLocker system, so that they can keep their land records, their passports, their birth certificates, their school records in the cloud, so that they can get it anytime they need to. They don't, if they go to a city council office or a rural some panchayat samiti office and they need a document, they don't have to go back home and take photocopies. Everything will be on the cloud. And we have also a method called the Aadhaar system, which is basically using fingerprints and iris scan to identify individuals with a unique identification number. And all of us, even I, have an Aadhaar number. And we want to use this unique number as the system, like your social security number, to provide these benefits and ensure that there is no slippage in the system. And
so I think these are all great things, Digital India, Make in India, all this initiative. But there are, obviously India is a developing nation, and just now you said there are red carpet bureaucracy. You will see it any part of the developing nations, and then India is trying to come out of it, and this is the reason Digital India came out. So what are the challenges if the foreign company wants to come down in India and then they will face all this business hurdles, getting land, getting labor. They may not be aware of labor cost or labor rules and regulations. Some of the rules are from, 50 or 60 years old. So what are your advices if foreign company wants to come down here and they want to, so these are all challenges. So how do you advise them so that there'll be a smooth transitions coming down to India?
Our first goal is to ease the doing of business. Right. And in the ease of doing business indicators which are put out, we've been having a rather poor rank. And our goal is to raise that to a very, very respectable level as soon as we can. To do this, the first thing which we have put in place is the elimination of antiquated rules and regulations. You just mentioned the old rules. We are trying to do away with these rules, whether it's in terms of land or with labor or other issues, so that, and over 1,000 such old rules have already been junked in the last 2 years since the current government came in. And the effort is also to push legislation related to land and labor. We've already done it in insurance. We've already done it in other sectors. Land and labor in particular, so that it will enable businesses which are investing in India from abroad to benefit from the changes which are in line with international norms, and will help them to be able to invest with much more security and much more ease. The overall attempt is to enable this, and also we have incentives for businesses which are coming in. Startup India was initiated with the idea of assisting people for startups. We are trying to ensure that you can start a company, and in India originally it was difficult to close a company. Yeah. We have also enabled the closure of companies under Startup India system. So if you have a startup, it's easy to bring it in, easy to start and easy to close. There are also other benefits like funding and other things which are available. So through all these measures, the attempt is to make a transparent system, and which digitization in there also, we hope to ensure that you won't have to go through the red tape and you will be able to get your deal done quickly.
I want to shift our discussion quickly on the local services. So since you are Consul General of San Francisco office, tell us what kind of services. I understand visa and passport services. Other than that, you are giving other services also, right? For somebody dies or India origin. Tell us about it.
Thank you. In fact, as Consul General in San Francisco, my jurisdiction covers 11 states, all of the West Coast, including Alaska and Hawaii, and also a territory of Guam. So it's a very large swath of territory and also covers about 1.3 million people of Indian origin. So I have Indian Americans, I have green card holders, and I have Indian passport holder, Indian citizens with Indian passports, and usually on H-1B or other visas. So in different ways, all of these people require services, which you just mentioned, visas, passports, and miscellaneous services like they might want to buy property or something. The increasing number of people here has also meant problems and issues related to them. We have as about 2 or 3 death-related and detention-related cases every week.
That's amazing.
And we also have a very large number, increasingly large number, unfortunately, of abuse victims in families, abandonment of women and children. Somebody comes here and is under the
domestic
misapprehension,
violence, right.
Domestic violence, and also frankly cheating, in the sense he brings her here and she finds that he already has a wife here or something like that, you know. So those kind of problems are a lot, and we are working with women's organizations here in the Bay Area and in other parts of US, the West Coast, to address these problems.
So how do somebody can contact you? I mean, they can just pick up the phone call and contact you?
It is on the website.
Okay.
We have numbers for that. And also the organizations have helplines. And in case they contact us, we will put them in touch with the organizations and help them get what services they need. We also have a fund called the Indian Community Welfare Fund, through which we pay for helping these people. If they want to go back to India, we help them to do that. If they want to stay on here, we try to help them in that.
Okay, Consul General of India, I truly appreciate you come down here, and I'm definitely sure that we'll invite you in our future episode. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.